Merry Christmas, my fam. How are you guys? I am coming in real quick on a topic, guys. I think I have so many of these sessions on getting unstuck because I've been stuck so many times in my life. And, being a coach, I work with people who are stuck in some place, whether it's personally in the career, their business, their finances, their families. And so getting stuck and getting unstuck is like a thing for me, both for my life, but also for the lives of those people that I do life with. Hey Molu, welcome. So I wanted to share, and I just wrote a couple of notes down, how to get unstuck and back on track. And I've got 7 notes here, and I really hope that this is going to speak to you. I want to do this real quick. My family is out, so when they come in, it's going to be a little crazy. So let me get on with it. So whatever it is, if you're feeling stuck, and whether it's been just for a short while, hey my Suze, or it's been going for a minute and you're just rotating around the same thing, no matter what you're trying to do, nothing comes of it. Hi Jaxeta, I see you. Jax Veta, forgive me, I mispronounced that, right? So if you're just feeling stuck, whether it is new, whether you just woke up with it today, or it's been there for a while, this is what I would recommend. Number 1, admit that you're stuck. There's no point trying to rationalize it, trying to wish it away, trying to just keep going hard and kind of hoping it'll go. Just admit, like, I do not have what it takes. Just admit that you're stuck. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, don't judge. Last night I was thinking through something and I realized, hey BM Signature, hi Nenki 101, hey Marthy, Tom, and Lean Moonies, hi. Right? So last night, first I slept early, then I wake up at 11 something and I stayed up till past 2 o'clock. And one of the reasons I was up is because I'm thinking about this area that I'm stuck in. And I noticed I wanted to start criticizing myself, judging myself, like, oh my goodness, you're 40 years old and this is an issue for you. And I told myself, calm down, right? You clearly don't know what you need to know. Hi, my brother Amos. You clearly don't know what you need to know for you to get unstuck in this area. And so beating yourself up, being negative about it is not going to help. So calm down. I took a deep breath. I said a prayer and I just said, listen, yeah, I'm 40. And this is an issue for me, but what to do about it? So when you start criticizing or judging yourself, like, I should know better, I should be further ahead than now. I mean, this is not how I thought my life would plan out. Okay, so life happens. I just got off a call with my friends from university, like 20 years on, right, since we met. And, we're sharing life, and life has happened to all of us in ways that we did not expect. But what do you do then? I would recommend stop using the energy you have to think negatively, to beat yourself up. Use that energy instead. Take a deep breath and say, so what are we going to do? What am I going to do? I am stuck in this area. Rather than, oh, I should have done better. So-and-so told me, and so-and-so, got me into the gist. So life finds me here right now. This is where I'm at. It is not where I thought I would be. It was not where I would have liked to be, but here I am. So what do I do about it, right? So rather than the judging and the criticizing, say that. But number 4, don't blame, number 3, right? So number 1, look at me and my numbers. How to get unstuck and back on track. Number 1 was admit you're stuck. Don't try to rationalize it. Don't try to just keep going and kind of hoping it'll go. Don't bury your head in the sand. Just admit I'm stuck. Whether I just got up and I realize I'm stuck, or I've been stuck for a while, but I kind of was hoping to just keep going at it. Number 2 is don't judge or criticize yourself. Use that energy, channel it instead to thinking of something positive on how to move forward. So I tend to be a person that doesn't dwell on the past or on what's wrong at the moment, which can make me seem like, am I like trying to escape reality? No, I'm not. But I truly don't believe the past has anything, if maybe just lessons, for me to go back to. Blaming myself, blaming others in the past is not going to help. And the present, if I'm stuck in the present, if I dwell on the present, I will be like really digging myself deeper into what I'm in. So I acknowledge shortcomings. I acknowledge I'm stuck. I acknowledge a bad decision. And then I immediately go into, so how are we moving forward, right? So that to somebody else be like, you're not even going into the whole story, the gory details of what's wrong and how you feel. It will not help with moving forward. And I need to really steward my mind and my heart, and I need to steward energy, and I need to steward my health towards building, towards breakthrough, towards, moving to the next level. And so the second thing is, don't judge nor criticize yourself. Use that time instead to say, all right, girl, I see we're here. Hey, G, I see you. Hi, Kunda. Oh, I see we're here. Oh, man, okay. This is not how I thought things would pan out, but all right, what are we doing, right? The third thing is, don't blame others either. Don't blame others in the role they played, whether it's in the past, whether it's in the present, whether they're there and you can't get rid of them, right? You're doing life with them. Don't blame others. You're just going to say, all right, I understand. A lot of, cooks have had their hands in this broth. A lot of people have influenced where I am right now. But one thing, and I was just sharing this, one of the clients, guys, I've been speaking, I've started this program and I haven't announced it publicly. And I think I might, with women, just women and what they're going through. And hey, when you think you've been through stuff and then people share their stories and you're like, God, I take it back. I've not been through a single thing. I just need to be grateful. That's it. That's all I am going to do, because your stuff seems to pale in comparison to what they're going to share. So this is what I've been experiencing lately, to the point where, like yesterday, I know I'm digressing, guys. Yesterday I felt like I was in labor, like I was in anguish over the women and the issues that they're going through, and like helping, coaching them through. So don't blame others either. What that does is it takes power away from you. It says, I am a victim. I am a victim of parenting. I am a victim of society. I am a victim of, you see yourself as a victim. Even where something has been perpetrated, like literally somebody legit has gone out and done something against you or omitted from doing something by you, understand you have the power to then, first of all, you had the power then, even if you may not have realized, to have chosen for things to be different from you, but also you have the power now to decide how you're moving forward. The more you hold on to people and you find other people, institutions, systems, government, whatever to blame, the more you're taking away from yourself. You're actually saying to your mind, you're saying to your emotions, you're saying to yourself, and you're saying to those around you that you actually are an influence and possibly an inspiration for, that we don't have the power. Like, we will always be victims to other people and their agendas. We'll always be victims to other people and their decisions. So the third thing is, don't blame anyone else. Own your power to choose better. So you're not going to feel guilty. You're not going to criticize yourself. You're not going to be judgmental. You're going to say, all right, I need to get out of this, but you're not going to blame others either. You're going to say, I own my power. I gave it to them for so long. I have thought that somebody else is coming for me. I thought somebody else was responsible for me. I thought somebody else was supposed to fix this, but I fully own it. That means I have the power to choose better. I own the power when I got into trouble, and I own the power to get myself out of it. That then means anytime anything goes south, any other point in your life, you quickly remember, but I have the power to get out of this. And you can get out of that. Number 4 is change influencers. This in particular helped me last night. So this is like 1:30 a.m. and I'm going over, this is now 2 hours into me just going over things, guys. Like I'm not even an insomniac. I had just chosen to wake up and to start thinking about things. And then I realized I'm going around in circles. And I didn't think my husband had what I was looking for to get out, right? I often talk about telling on yourself to people. I highly recommend it. When you are at your wit's end and you don't know how to get out, you don't know how to do better, you don't know better, I recommend highly that you tell on yourself to somebody that does. And so I was thinking about this. My husband's asleep at this point, and I'm tossing and turning and probably disturbing him in his sleep. Actually, he's a deep sleeper. Won't disturb it. And I realized he didn't have what it took. What I needed, he didn't have the answer either. Because if he did, we wouldn't be where we are. So I reached out. Yes, guys, I was on my phone. I reached out to 2 women that I feel are doing very well in this area that I am not. And I said, this is where I'm at, and I I don't think my husband and I have what it takes to, to move forward in this. Can you please be my accountability partner? This is what I'm thinking of doing by this area. Can you stand with me on this? And they both responded. So I would say change influencers. If you feel stuck and you want to get back on track, you're going to have to look around at the people that surround you. Because I am telling you, you will gravitate towards whatever has been your strongest influence. And sometimes it's not personal. I often talk about leaving people. I often talk about changing relationships. And it's not personal. It's not that you're against anybody. It's not that they're less than you or they're less than, it's just they don't have. Honestly, no human being sets out to be evil. I mean, people end up making whatever decisions, but people have good intentions. You have good intentions. I have good intentions. I truly do about absolutely everything in life. But with my best of intentions, I have still made bad decisions. Those decisions have affected me and those decisions have affected others. So when you think of, wait, who are the influences around me? And maybe it's time that I change my influences. You're not saying anybody's a bad person. You're just saying, it seems me and my crew, me and my family, me and my people, we don't have what it takes for what I need to move forward. Possibly what I need to move all of us forward, right? Like with me as a wife, as a mother, as a leader, as a coach, as an influencer, I need to so steward my life that I can get the positive influences I need to help the people that depend on me. So by saying I'm looking around, I'm not seeing people have what I need to move forward. It's not insulting. It's not being mean. It's not looking down on people. It's just admitting it. It's just being truthful, like where we need to go, where I need to go, the levels I need to reach. I'm not getting it from my current circle. And so to change those that are influencing your life, like I did when I told on myself, and I looked for those two women who I think are winning in that area that I was looking at growing in. It was to find then something different. It was, and this is where I love getting on YouTube, and this is where I love getting these audiobooks or whatever other books and learning, even when I can't meet in person the people who I think are now living out the reality of where I aspire to be, or that are already that tend to speak about these things. Even if I don't get to meet you in person and I don't get to work with you in person, I can follow you, I can listen to you, I can get out of my circle. So for instance, if I feel like my husband and I don't have it well in one area, I'm not going to leave my marriage, right? I mean, my marriage is safe. So I am not going to leave it. Some people don't have safe marriages and they have to, but I am safe in my marriage, right? So I'm not going to leave my marriage. I'm not going to leave my family if I feel like, maybe my mother or my siblings, can't help me in that area, right? But I can leave. And this is the choice I made maybe 2-3 years ago. I chose to live in my mind. I chose to live in my emotions. I chose to seek better influences so that I can get out, even that my mind can get out, even if I haven't physically gotten out of this situation yet, so that by so doing, I can dream bigger and apply better, strategies. I can apply better competencies towards where I need to go. I can apply better habits and practices. I can adopt better behaviors. So it is so important, number 4, to change the influences around you. It's nothing personal, nothing against anybody. But if you and your crew, whoever you're with, are all in the same situation that you now realize is a big issue that you are stuck in and you want to get out and get back on track, then you will have to change influences. Number 5, you have to do the work. There is no other way. There is no quick pill. There's no fix it. You must do the work to get out, get unstuck, and get back on track. You just simply need to do the work. And it's daunting. Imagine you've been stuck for 20 years and then now you want to start getting out. 20 years worth of digging yourself in a hole, right? And then now you need to get out. It's overwhelming. Like, I'm thinking if I got myself, stuck when I was 20, I'm 40 years old now. I pray to God it won't take me 20 years to get unstuck because I'll be 60. It is daunting, especially the older you are, you're like, man. how do I start? I mean, if you feel like you want to go further in your career or maybe in your personal professional development, if you feel like you want to have greater wealth for your family, if you whatever it is, if it's relationships, like all of a sudden now you feel like you've been in unhealthy relationships and you want to start over, whatever area it is, maybe it's fitness and health and you want to get back on track, but you're so far off the mark. There is no other way than to do the work. There is just no other way for it to be sustained, for it to be sustainable. Especially number 6, something I'm gonna say sounds kind of crazy. You need to welcome the process it takes for you to get unstuck and back on track. And I use the word welcome because many of us, I have been like the chief one in this area. We resentfully, with tantrums and with anger and with and just rage, go through the process of getting unstuck. Our hearts are not in it. Our minds are not in it. Like, we just will grit our teeth and we have to do it and we hate it and we will cuss and we will talk about, we will just, like little kids, flat out have tantrums about having to go through this process of getting ourselves unstuck so we can get to a healthier place. EBM signature is like, trust in the process no matter how it takes. Yeah, no matter how long it takes, right? And that is actually the 7th point, is give it time. Pace yourself. I don't remember what context, but Joyce Meyer said, if you have spent your entire lifetime digging yourself into a hole, even if you have to dig out with a spoon, imagine you use shovels, right? And you got yourself into a hole, whatever place where you feel stuck right now. Even if all you have is a spoon, get that spoon and start digging yourself out. And the sooner you dig, the sooner, you'll get out, but it will take time. And you must give yourself time to get unstuck. This is how, people not giving things, not allowing the process to take place and not giving themselves time is reasons why New Year's resolutions never last. You want a quick fix. It's not going to be a quick fix. You want to lose weight. You're going to, do something for a couple of days. You look at that scale. If that scale seems not to be moving, you abandon the process. You want to save and, you haven't done well in saving. I don't know, life has happened. You've used that money, whatever. And you're like, this will never happen. So you don't save. Please allow yourself to go through the process. Give yourself time. And this is how people who are successful last. And people wonder, like we Google and we go to YouTube and we buy books of people that have really made it and have taken off in life. And we wonder what they know that we don't know. And many a times they just allow themselves to go through the process. They own the fact that they had made decisions that got them at a place where they were stuck, and now own the decision to get themselves to a better place. And they honestly just allow themselves to go through the process and understand that it takes time. Most people that get insanely successful, whether you're going to speak financially or you're going to talk about relationships, you can talk about impact and being able to transform lives and communities, they just stuck it out. They just kept going. They were in it for the long haul, and it's a mindset. If you tell yourself, no matter what it looks like, and you don't plant a seed and then you keep taking it out to check, how it's germinating, now it's doing. If you just leave that seed on the ground and understand that there is a process, there is seed time and harvest, there is a process that must go through. You cannot circumvent that process. And I would actually recommend go through the process so you can learn the principles that you need to get yourself unstuck. Because if you learn them at this thing right now, you will be able to apply them at the next thing that you get stuck, because you will get stuck again in another area in life. But if you just get a quick fix, what you will never learn the principles. You will just get a little eraser that removes everything and ta-da! You've gone to the next level, and you do not do the work to find out what it takes. So you are not grounded, you're not rooted. Anything that comes will shake you. So I'm going to go through these 7 points again and really emphasize. If you want to get unstuck and get back on track, number 1, admit you're stuck and don't try to rationalize it. Don't try to make excuses. Number 2, don't judge or criticize yourself. Use that energy guide your heart and use that energy to then choose what you're going to do instead of mulling about the past and what's currently not happening in your present. Number three, don't blame others either. No matter what role they've had to play, take ownership of the fact that you've had a role to play in how you are right now, where you are right now. And that means you have the power to then choose better and choose bigger and go to the next level. Number four, change your influencers. Be truthful. If everybody that surrounds you hasn't taken you anywhere, they're not going to help you. If you're still stuck in this area and you're around all these amazing people. I remember one of my friends, Colette Ndunguru, once told me, Modesta, I have helped you so much in the area of finance. If you're not moving, we need to stop this friendship, because people will wonder how you can be in my presence and as my friend and you're stuck in this area. You know, I mean, that's just a bad name for me. I mean, she was joking, right? She's like, that's a bad rep for me. Because if I am a person who's helping people with financial stewardship and you're sitting here and you're one of my close friends and you're not doing well, then that's a bad rep for me. So you better get your life together. And that was so powerful for me. Like, my friend was going to disown me because I was lacking in an area that she's strong at and I'm always around her. So you need to look at the people around you and change your influences. And then number five, do the work. No two ways about it. Only way out is to start digging painfully with tears. Even if you dug yourself in with a shovel and now you're digging out with a spoon, dig out with a spoon. Whatever you need, you just have to do the work. There's no way about it. Which means number six, it's going to be a process. Welcome the process. Don't do it resentfully. Don't do it like a little kid who's being defiant. Welcome the fact that it's going to be a process. It took you years, possibly decades, to get yourself stuck. It's going to take some time. It won't take decades though, because you're going to learn from others that have been able to get out and you can apply what they're doing. But do allow the process. Welcome the process. And number seven, give it time. Pace yourself. Give it time so you can learn the principles. Give it time so you can also just watch yourself changing. You can see what you like best. You can see what things that you want to adopt and move forward with. Some things that you want to leave away. Get on the driver's seat of your life. Own the decisions you have made to get here. Own the power and the decisions you can make to get out. And do whatever you need to do to find the people, to learn the habits, to pick up the skills, to get the accountability, to practice daily, to get unstuck and get back on track on the thing that so far has been keeping you up at night, that's been disappointing you, that's been getting you to, turn to substance abuse and turn to crazy habits because you're feeling guilty, you're feeling unaccomplished, you're feeling less. Remove those feelings. Make up your mind that you're going to change your future. Make up your mind that you're going to see progress, and then start doing the work and you will reap dividends. So I wanted to share those 7 points on getting unstuck and getting back on track with you. Because guys, everything that I go through, right? I come and I share with you guys, sometimes a little prematurely because I'm still going through it. But I'm just thinking, we're all at so many different levels of processes. So there's so many people speaking to my life and helping me in career and business and, just family, relationships, everything. And, they're going through challenges. They're probably having other people helping them through. And I am able from that I have learned and gone through and transitioned through and overcome and probably still struggling and like battling daily. What I have learned, I'm sharing with you, and you guys are sharing, like ABM Signature. I mean, he helps me in so many ways, with online and positioning, etc. And that's powerful. So own your story, own your process, be vulnerable, allow people to speak into your life. And you as well, just be humble, go out and help somebody else. Even if you feel like I'm still a work in progress, you'll always be. We'll always be masterpieces. We are the great person we're meant to be, yet we're still a work in progress, becoming that person we're meant to be. And that is allowed. You're not going to be perfect before you can come out and help other people. You're not going to be perfect before you can let people into your life. Just right now, as messy as it is, you can both, just ace some things and be at the top of your game in some things and suck at other things. And here you're a help to people, and here, like you're out there asking for help. This is real life. So you have the power. Go ahead, do what you need to do to get unstuck. I'm just going to read what some people said. EBM signature. Ernest says, Carl Brasher, the first black person in the U.S. military to be master diver, said it's not sinful to be knocked down, but it is sinful to stay down, right? This is very true from what you're sharing. Thanks. You're so welcome. Hey, Lucundo. Hi, Tueve Polo, the African Legacy. Welcome. Mrs. Van Dunen. Forgive me. Prue Eddie. F. Bele. Andrew Son, 1806. Zaya Enterprises, Inaqua, butchering your names, guys, aren't I? Angie, welcome. Nate Tammy, welcome. Simply Bird, 2020, IK, Goody Tyro, welcome. Thank you so much. Life of I-20, what 121, Franny MG. Guys, this is amazing. That's true friendship, telling you the truth and making you accountable. Yes. Prez is finance. Lily Msafiri. Deo Papa, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Macyla, Jolyn, I never quite get it right. You need to tell me how I'm getting it because I can't be killing people's names on these live feeds. All right, so listen. Life is happening to all of us, guys. All the time. All of us. Don't feel bad. Don't criticize. Don't judge. Don't put yourself down. Just like, this is not working. I've been trying a minute. Let me be truthful. Okay, so what we're doing isn't working. I wonder what it takes. Who can I ask for help? And whatever the process needs to be, I will go through the process. Because, what is the alternative? 10, 20, 30 years, guys, we're still at the same place? That's the alternative. There is actually nobody, guys. There's nobody coming for you. There is nobody external from you coming from you. God is always there with you. He will always help you, but you need to ask for help. And God doesn't show up, if anybody have noticed, apart from when Jesus showed up, God does not show up in the flesh, right? He uses people. So there are people who speak into our lives. Let's allow them. There will be programs that we can take. This is God saying, get your life together. Enroll in this program, speak to these people, watch these videos, start reading books, or whatever it is that you need to do. Watch your diet, whatever it is that you need to do. There is no one coming for you. You will stand with you. And when you stand and are able to take care of you, you're going to be of so much greater help to other people. So let's just do the adulting thing and face our stuff. And start looking at how to get unstuck. The sooner we do it, the sooner we will be. Have a wonderful Sunday. I love you guys loads. My family's still not here. Is that amazing? This quiet. Maybe I'll do another video. Take care. Bye.